Most people want to start a business and they never slow down long enough to understand why they feel stuck. They blame the market, they blame the niche, they blame the timing, or even themselves. But the truth is simpler. They're trying to build a business on top of a foundation that was never strong enough to hold it. And this isn't criticism, it's why almost everybody struggles. People try to skip it, straight to the strategy, straight to the money, straight to the money-making steps, straight to the part where everything clicks. But business doesn't work that way. Decisions only make sense when the foundation is underneath them and it's solid. Without that foundation, everything else feels confusing, overwhelming, and unstable. So, in this video, I want to walk you through what the process actually looks like when it's done correctly, the real sequence, the real order, the real thinking behind building something that lasts. Not hype, not shortcuts, not guru advice, just steps that keep you from wasting years and wandering in circles. And if I had to start from zero today, no audience, no traction, no momentum, this is the exact process that I will follow calmly, carefully, and intentionally. And if you follow these steps in the exact same order, your business becomes something you can completely rely on instead of something that you need to survive off of. So let's get into it. Most people try to start a business, but they do it from the wrong place. They try to build something using some general information that everybody else has access to. And when you do that, it's impossible to make decisions that lead anywhere meaningful. People think the problem is strategy, but the real problem is sequence. They want to start at step 4 and turn step 4 into step 1. But when step 4 becomes step 1, everything collapses beneath it. Not because they're incapable, but because the foundation can't support where they're trying to build. So before we talk about business, we need to talk about the person trying to build it, because your business will always reflect your identity to the person who's running it. So if you lack clarity, the business will feel foggy. If you lack structure, the business will feel chaotic. And if you lack discipline, the business will feel unstable. Now, this isn't motivational talk. This is structural truth. Your business can now outperform your identity. And that's why people stay stuck, not for weeks, not for months, but for years. So let's walk through this the right way, slowly and clearly. Step number 1 is become valuable. This step is simple, but most people skip right over it. Ask yourself, can I solve a real problem for somebody who will pay me for it? Not a passion, not an idea, not something you hope somebody wants. A real problem. You see, value isn't about being special. Value is about being useful. And the marketplace pays people to remove pain, time, confusion, or cost. If you cannot solve a problem yet, your only job is to learn a high-income skill that allows you to. Now stay with me, because this next step is where most people get it wrong. Step 2 is to build a high-income skill that you can leverage. You see, you don't need 10 skills. You need one skill that people will pay you for. Marketing, sales, offer building, client delivery, automation, appointment setting, systems, operations. Just pick one. And I'll tell you this clearly. Appointment setting is the most important and foundational skill in online business. It teaches you attention, it teaches you conversions, it teaches you communication, it teaches you psychology. It teaches you, in fact, how to be disciplined. And if you generate opportunities on demand, you will never ever be broke a day in your life. A closer can only close what exists. A setter can only create momentum out of nothing. And that's why learning to generate attention is the most important skill that you'll ever develop. And this leads directly into one of the most important steps. And that leads into step 3. Learn to generate and convert attention. Attention is not views. Attention is not likes. Attention is not going viral. Attention is interest, and interest is created through psychology. And why do people click? Why do they listen? Why do people trust? Why do people respond? Why do they buy? And getting attention makes you visible. Holding attention makes you wealthy. Holding attention is a 7-figure skill. Businesses are built off of trust and not noise. When you learn to hold attention in writing, on video, in the DM, your future opens up. And here's where it gets interesting. Step 4 is where you package your knowledge into something that people can buy. And when you know how to convert attention and convert it, your offer becomes obvious. You take what you know, what you can do, and what you can solve, and you package it into a service, into a program, into a transformational system or solution, right? You do not choose a niche based off of passion. You choose it based off competence. You want to be teaching something or helping somebody with something that you know. Because passion comes after authority, not before it. Authority first and then freedom second. And this is the part that nobody talks about. Now, let's get into step number 5. Start the business, but only after you're ready. And this is where most people start, and that's why they fail. They jump into LLCs, funnels, websites, branding, content calendars, and then they wonder why it feels impossible to stay consistent. Starting the business from a weak foundation is like trying to build a house on sand. But when you follow the steps properly, this stage becomes procedural, not emotional, not confusing, not overwhelming. Just decision, 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 because the clarity underneath it supports everything. And step number 6, scale with leverage, labor, and automation. This is where AI comes in, right? And AI becomes your friend. This is where systems matter. This is where structure makes you free. Scaling is not about doing more. Scaling is about removing everything that forces you to be the system. You cannot scale chaos. You cannot automate confusion. You cannot delegate disorder. But once the foundation is right, automation amplifies everything. And this is what I want you to understand. When the system becomes scalable, the business becomes way more calm. Now, let me show you what this looks like in real life. Because Blake, he was stuck at $1,500 a month trying to figure out his niche. And he kept jumping between ideas, launching offers, rebranding, and nothing was sticking. And when we worked together, we went back to step 1. He became valuable first. He learned how to use a camera. He learned appointment setting. And then step 2, he mastered the attention on social media with DMs and content. Then step 3, we packaged his knowledge into one clear offer. And within 67 days, he hit $70K a month. Not because he got lucky, but because he followed the steps in order. Rohit was the same way. He was stuck at $5K a month, not because he didn't have clients, but because his systems didn't create authority. We went back to the foundations, right? Installed the right acquisition structure. He scaled up to $50K per month like that. Lawson, he was couch surfing, living on a houseboat in Hawaii, no money, no stability, no clarity, no drive, but he had willingness. And the willingness plus an infrastructure was enough. And boom, in 90 days, he hit $33K per month. These aren't edge cases. This is what happens when you build the foundation first. Now, here's why most people stay stuck. Because if you've been trying to reach $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month and you're still stuck, the reason is almost this. You skipped the foundation because you wanted the reward. Now, that doesn't make you wrong, it makes you normal. But clarity comes from seeing things from the staircase, not from the bottom. Not because you're trying to jump 5 steps all at once. You see, people fail because they make decisions from confusion instead of from clarity. And confusion multiplies when you build out of order. But when you make clean decisions from clarity, income becomes predictable. And when income becomes predictable, confidence stabilizes. And when confidence stabilizes, everything becomes much easier. Now, here's the final thing, is you want to become more valuable, you want to build a skill, you want to learn how to get attention, you want to package your value, you want to start the business and then scale with systems. That's the real path. It's not glamorous, it's not complicated, it's not hype, but it works every single time for anybody who follows it in sequential order. And the people who succeed are not always the smartest, they're not always the loudest, but they're the ones who build the right foundation and make clean decisions consistently. And if you do the same, you'll become unstoppable. Now, if you're watching this video thus far, and if you want help building your systems and your business the right way with clarity, structure, and systems instead of noise and overwhelm, here's what I'm offering. It's called the Quantum Boardroom. And I want to be very clear about this. This is not a course. This is not a group program. This is not recordings of you watching me on your own time. This is not templates that you download and try to figure it out and DIY this, right? This is Quantum Boardroom. This is a private one-on-one mastermind for AI automation and marketing agency founders who are stuck between 10 and 25K a month and they're ready to scale to 100 and 200K per month with clarity and not chaos. And here's exactly what you get. We'll rebuild your offer together. Not a template, not a course module. We look at your specific business, your specific niche, your specific market, and we rebuild your offer that converts with cold traffic and offer positions so clearly that your clients understand the transformation immediately. Then we install an AI-powered lead generation infrastructure. This is where AI handles the volume so that you don't have to manually send 100 DMs per day. And I used to do this, but now this is why they call me the king of leads, because we build your inbound system, your outbound system, your content system, your follow-up system, everything that brings you in 3 to 7 new clients every single week without chasing, without grinding, without burning out. Next, we'll fix your sales system and not just give you some 2-page script. We rebuild how prospects enter your world so they show up pre-sold, educated, and ready to buy. We tune in your messaging, your positioning, and your framework so closing feels effortless for you and your sales team. Next, we're gonna optimize your delivery so that the clients stick, because signing clients 1 month means nothing if they're gonna churn in the next 90 days. So we streamline your onboarding, automate your systems, we build your retention process so that people stay for 12 months or more and refer others. You get bi-weekly one-on-one implementation calls with me, not group calls, not recorded modules, real-time system installation where we build this together. You get unlimited one-to-one calls on demand when you hit a bottleneck. You need feedback on your offer? Book a call. You want me to review your messaging? Book a call. You're stuck on your positioning? Book a call. You don't wait for the next scheduled group call on Mondays or Thursdays. You get help when you need it. You also get 24 access to my system for questions, not a CSM, not an assistant, me. You have a question about your funnel, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, I respond immediately. You need clarity in your positioning, I respond with direct access. No middleman. Now, the thing is, I only work with 3 founders at a time because this is hands-on. One spot is now currently open. So if you're serious and not curious about building the foundation the right way, scaling with stability instead of stress, click the link below in the description and book a call or send me a message on Instagram saying boardroom. No pressure, no pitch, just a simple conversation if you're ready to make the shift. Because once you take the right steps in the right order, your success stops being optional, and once you fix your infrastructure, everything else becomes easy. Go ahead, click the link, or send me a DM of the word boardroom. I'll see you on the inside.